I'd like to tell you a story. This is the tale of a company called Over the Edge. Over the Edge is a peculiar company that helps nonprofit organizations raise funds by sending regular folks over the side of a building, making rappelling a household concept. But to truly understand Over the Edge, we must first go back in time to 2003, to Canada and a man named Paul Griffith. Back then, Paul was involved in adventure racing or some such thing, and the building rappel was originally conceived of as part of one of their races. But the concept quickly grew into a fundraising apparatus called Drop Zone. The inaugural Drop Zone event raised more than $74,000, and it wasn't long before Easter Seals March of Dimes came looking for a national fundraising campaign. The following year, Paul and his team held 9 Drop Zone events across Canada from Halifax to Victoria. But Paul had turned his sights southward, and in 2008, Over the Edge began in the US with just 2 events in its first year, and the 10-year goal of helping nonprofits across North America raise $50 million. By 2010, Over the Edge had grown to 47 events in a single season, with nonprofits earning an average of $80,000 per event. And each year, the seasons kept growing with more and more events. Slowly but surely, it looked as if their goal of helping raise $50 million might just become a reality. In a few short years, Over the Edge had outgrown its own season and were operating year-round across the US and Canada. Things were looking up and up for Over the Edge and their mission to take fundraising to new heights. I'd like to take a moment to discuss what makes this company so special, and that's the people. Over the Edge employs some of the most experienced and talented people from the world of event planning, the nonprofit industry, rope access, and a whole array of other adventure industries. I'm telling you folks, these guys and gals are the best at what they do. From the senior leadership team to the office staff in Halifax, to the technicians in the field, these folks are truly remarkable. Now there's another group of folks that help Over the Edge make these events a success, and that's the rope volunteers. Rope volunteers are kinda like the third leg of the tripod. They're the unsung heroes of the event. Before every event, Over the Edge, along with their non-profit client, work feverishly to secure local rope talent to help them pull off the event. These men and women come from many different backgrounds, from the military to first responders, to cavers and climbers, and a whole host of other adventure enthusiasts. Heck, some of these folks have never tied a knot in their lives and they just want to lend a hand. In fact, many of our technicians started out as, you guessed it, rope volunteers. You just never know what you're gonna find on an Over the Edge event. Folks just seem to want to try and do all sorts of things. Heck, some folks even thought they'd like to get married right there on the spot, and they obliged. Over the Edge events are a magnet for media types, thrill seekers, and ordinary folks just looking to push themselves outside their comfort zones. These events attract their fair share of local as well as national celebrities. But perhaps the most peculiar thing is the cast of characters they draw. Whether it's a professional mascot or just about any costume you can imagine, it's probably gone over the edge. Heroes and villains alike show up to repel side by side. And even this one time, a certain foul-mouthed teddy bear I once worked with showed up too. But make no mistake, Over the Edge isn't just all about costumes and pageantry. Their trained staff have helped coach numerous people over the edge with a wide array of mental and physical disabilities, including individuals confined to wheelchairs. So you see, you never know just what to expect down an Over the Edge event. And by June of 2016, on a sunny summer day in Halifax, Over the Edge met their 10-year goal of helping to raise $50 million, nearly 2 years ahead of schedule. Since its beginning, Over the Edge has hosted more than 600 events on over 300 buildings and put nearly 50,000 regular folks over the edge. Truly remarkable. To date, they've helped raise over $57 million. And in 2017, Over the Edge will have its biggest season yet, hosting over 150 events across North America, UK, and Puerto Rico. Well, there you have it, the story of Over the Edge. No one can possibly know what the future holds for this company, but if you ask me, the sky is the limit.